Hey guys, it's Gamer, and today I have another deck ideas video for the upcoming Pokemon TCG set, Ancient Origins, or Bandit Ring. This brings many new competitive cards that can be used in tons of decks, and now that the upcoming regionals is going to be part expanded, I will have one expanded deck on the list. But most of them are standard, so we're gonna focus on standard. So let's begin with Mega Tyranitar, this guy with the Yveltal XY, the Bats from Phantom Forces, and Fortress from Flash Fire. How are you supposed to inflict the damage that Mega Tyranitar needs to do 60 damage each time it attacks? Well, you use the Bats and Fortress. Fortress does 10 damage to all of your opponent's bench Pokemon upon evolving into it, like the Bats, which do 20 and 30 damage when placed down and evolved because of their abilities. So then there's also the new Dangerous Energy, which is like a Rocky Helmet, inflicting 20 damage on your opponent each time it's attacked, but it's in energy form, and it allows you to attach another tool, like Muscle Bands or Hard Charms or whatever else you need. And it helps the attack do more damage because of the damage counters. Mega Tyranitar is solid and boasts this great attack, and you can also attach two tools, but it does have a very bad weakness to fighting. You can use Shadow Circle or Weakness Policy since it can attach more than one tool, but fighting is such a used type in the metagame that it's gotta be mentioned. Next deck is Mega Sceptile, powering up its own Prevolution, regular Sceptile EX. These guys are definitely going to be something good. Both of them have great moves and are very strong. So Mega Sceptile with Sceptile EX, with the new Ariados and Fortress again. You could add Bats to this too. Well, this deck focuses much more on Sceptile's second attack, with Ariados, allowing it to do up to 130 damage since it poisons the opponent, which is a special condition, because the attack is 60 plus 70 if the opponent has a special condition. Then it'll take damage from the poison, which goes up to 140. A Muscle Pad does 160, and then you have Fortress and Bats to finish it off. And don't forget about Mega Sceptile. This guy will heal Sceptile EX completely, give him a nice energy boost. Man, what a guy. Now, next deck is Mega Sceptile once more, but this time with Giratina and Ariados again. Mega Sceptile EX, he's really good for powering up cards. But when I saw Giratina, I was like, oh, awesome. This guy's going to be a hell of a wall. It's the new Toad. Everyone's going to hate it. Like Vileplume. Then I realized how in the hell he's supposed to power it up. Well, the answer is a bunch of Double Dragon Energy, Double Colorless Energies, and Mega Sceptile's amazing attack. You can charge it up with 2 Grass Energies from your hand, fully heal it if it's damaged from anything, and there, it stops the opponent from attaching special energies, using any tool cards. It's a huge wall, and Mega Evolution Pokemon can't affect it, I believe. It's amazing. And once you power it up, it's a 2-hit knockout, and you should be great with that. Well, here comes the expanded deck. This one is pretty broken. Shiftry from Next Destinies and Shaman EX from Roaring Skies. And you might be saying, Gamer, Shiftry is Dark type. Well, that's not how the card was ruled. Since its pre-evolutions are Grass type, it says you can evolve the Grass type. You can use Giant Plant Forest for this card, because you are evolving the Grass types into a Dark type. So in Japan, it has been ruled to function this way, so this kind of deck works. And what's so great about the Dark type ability? Well, what you do is you flip a coin. If heads, you can choose one of your opponent's Pokemon and put them all back into your deck or discard pile. I believe deck. And you blow all their Pokemon away. That's the goal. Setting up 4 Shiftry using Giant Plant Force to do this all in the first turn. No need to attack or collect prize cards. You're just going to blow away all your opponent's cards so they have no more Pokemon left in play. And usually in the beginning of the game, if you go first, you catch them off guard. They usually do not have that many cards out in play. So you should easily win this match. And it's super broken and overpowered with AZ, Super Scoop Up, and you could just keep doing it. And Devolution Spray, since this deck is expanded after all, You can just keep doing it. Oh, this is so good. It's broken. Give it a try. I want to see this. Will it actually rule over expanded? That would be kind of crazy. Alright, the next then. This queen is actually good. Vespiquen with Shaman EX and the evolutions from the new set. Vespiquen's first attack, meh. You can use Shaman EX to quickly cycle through deck, discarding plenty of Pokemon, using Sycamores, Battle Compressors, Ultra Balls, whatever you can. And the new Unknown from Ancient Origins is great too, because from the bench you could place it there and then discard it and draw a card. It helps to boost Vespiquen's attack power, and you get free cards to draw too. Giant Plant Force, you can set this guy up really early, first turn for an early attack. Heck, you could even fuse this with Night March deck, taking advantage of the discarded Pokemon, but that would be sort of sophisticated. So the main goal is to stick with the evolutions, which will add to Vespiquen's grass type, making it grass, fire, water, and electric type. So, because their abilities, it's adding their respective types to stage 1s. So it's going to be all these types, and it's going to hit for plenty of different weaknesses. It's going to make a great sniper. It is a fun deck, but it will definitely be competitively viable, knocking out big EXs. So, well, this time Machamp comes back around, and he's very confused with his 6 arms. But that's okay. It'll help us win these TCG matches. We've got Machamp, EX, Ariados, and Landorus from Furious Fist. This deck, by far, is one of my favorite ideas. It's so much fun. I mean, people don't really see Machamp as the greatest, but with Ariados, you can inflict Machamp with the special condition, Poison, and you're already dealing 170 damage in 1 turn. Muscle Band, few strong energies, you're knocking out, 1 hit knocking out almost all EXs and Megas. That's pretty darn amazing. Then you have Landorus to help you accelerate the energy attachment to Machamp, and this deck is a really powerful surprise for your opponent. Think about it. His first attack isn't that bad either if you really need to, get a special condition because somehow you didn't get Ariados. You can use his first attack. It's not too bad, and he's just gonna get confused, and you should be able to use the second attack. And last but not least, we cannot forget about the pesky Vileplume's return. I couldn't think of a deck, really, for Vileplume, because it's nothing. It's a very, very strange card. You cannot play item cards. That's very tough. Only thing you can really use is supporters and stadiums, and that's like once per turn for supporters, and stadiums is just like you only have 1 in your deck most of the time. It's not really that important. So I thought Yveltal EX, Yveltal XY, Ariados, and Vileplume could work because Yveltal and Yveltal XY don't need much items at all. They could function with just supporters just fine and just energies because their attacks allow you to manipulate energies. Yveltal EX, you can just keep attaching energies to increase damage power. You can start attacking really early with Yveltal XY without items. And this is great because you can use Vileplume to stop other decks that need plenty of items, especially Mega Evolution Pokemon and plenty of other decks. It's pretty awesome. So with his second attack too, Y-Cyclone, you can manipulate the energies back and forth between Yveltals, and, if your Yveltal's about to get knocked out somehow, you could set up another one real quick. And so, meanwhile, you will wreak your havoc on your opponent. You'll be hitting him with Yveltal's hard, evil balls. And they'll be hating you for this deck because of how annoying Vileplume is. It's back, and that's very scary for everyone. The only problem I see is Hex Maniac. That's an interesting card, but it will still stall your opponent plenty because they'll have to play Hex Maniac every turn, and they won't be able to use the supporter draw power. And unless they have Shaman, they might be off in a good scenario, but still, this guy's hard to get around. So that's it, 7 deck ideas based around new cards from the upcoming set Ancient Origins. Let me know what you guys think about these ideas, and please tell me some of your own in the comments below. I'd love to hear them. Thanks for watching, and see you guys next time.